Hello peeps and welcome back to Material Energy Hypercube. Check out this awesome splash screen. This came with version 1.0.1 of the mod pack and wow is it impressive looking. It shows a whole bunch of crap from the game, some of which I recognize, some of which I don't. So wow, yeah. Okay, there's also a blue creeper here following my mouse cursor around. That's not ominous or anything. So when I updated my mod pack to 1.0.1, it deleted the entire mod pack. Now, I did have my save backed up, so I didn't lose any progress. But, just saying, I went to start playing the game and I got a warning about a bunch of missing block IDs, and I checked the mods folder and there was absolutely nothing in there. So, yeah, update at your own risk. Make sure you've got your stuff backed up. But I did have my stuff backed up, so we're good to go. Alright, now, when I left off, we had just loaded Biosphere. Or rather, Biosphere Hypercubed. And there's a bunch of shit in there. And I'm kind of wanting to go deal with it, but I'm kind of not wanting to go deal with it. So we're going to hold off a few minutes. We're going to see what we can complete in the quest book immediately. One of which being Dark Steel. Dark Steel is part of Lost in Time. That gets us 60 Dark Steel balls and a reward bag. Well, the Dark Steel balls we can throw in here. That'll keep us in those for a long time. And the bag... Oh, I gotta reset my bindings. I don't know why, but I always have... Where is it? Inventory I always have on tab. Inventory sorting I have on middle mouse button. And list players I have on E. I don't know why, it just makes sense to me that way. So, the reward bag we got was a good reward bag. Slowpoke's head and 64 fences. I feel like I've gotten that before. Aren't you only supposed to get rewards once in this pack? Anyway, whatever. See what else we can do. I've completed everything there. I'm not anywhere near being able to make a Torturino. The recipe for that is just crazy. Joe in a tank, Enchanter, Wither Witches, kill 50 Wither Witches. Yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon. Big to win, I'm still nowhere near getting any of these other quests. Wither Kitties, I've got 3 out of 25. Lost in Space, one of these days I actually am going to do the Wither Skeleton thing. At last I heard, this whole thing here with all of the flux crystals still not working properly, so I'm going to hold off and see if we can get another mod pack update. Community spatial areas, I could do a few more of these. I've got a specific trick that I want to take with me into Inside and End Swirl that I haven't quite got prepared yet. Apparently there's some more hidden stuff in here somewhere because I'm only 92% complete on secrets. And then in chemistry, the next thing to do is the lot of saplings and gaming on caffeine. Let's go ahead and do the gaming on caffeine. Caffeine is C8H10N4O2. So I need a source of nitrogen. I don't know if I have any nitrogen yet. I've got 2 nitrogen. I've got some cobalt 2 nitrate, which I can decompose to get some more nitrogen. That'll also give me some cobalt. And then that gets me a bunch of nitrogen. It's probably going to want, if it's like any of these other quests, it's going to want 5 of them. No, it only wants 1. Okay. So we need some carbon. We need some oxygen. We need some hydrogen. Chemical recipe is C8 H10 N4O2. Caffeine. Caffeine. Claim the reward for 5 more caffeine and a good reward bag. Undeniable one's hard hat. I feel like I've gotten that before. Speed 2, haste jump boost. Whee! Caffeine hype. Whee! I don't know why I brought that down here. Well, look at that. I got that quest before, son of a bitch. Okay, well, whatever. I haven't done much with my cows out here. I'm still sitting on Generation 2, I think. Yeah, still sitting on Gen 2. Oh man, this point of view thing is fucking with me pretty bad. Alright. The Lotta sapling. Wait, hold on. EPO. Is a glycoprotein hormone that controls whatever the fuck that is. What was it again? Erythropoietin. C19H28O23, C9HA043. How about no? What can you decompose? Okay, well, it's composed out of testosterone and aspirin, which I should already have some. So, testosterone and aspirin. He wants me to make 1. Synthesized out of 3 of each. Alright. Claim that reward. That's going to get us a 9th red heart canister. And a little bit more of that shit. Epinephrine. 734 trihydroxy N-methylphenethylamine. Oh, amine. What? Okay. Epinephrine is C9H13NO3. Easy enough. C9. Oh. C9H13 N. That gives amphetamine. O3. Oh, you have to make nitrates. So I need to make the NO3 separately. Okay, there's the nitrate. 9 EU. 13 EU for epinephrine. Where's the nitrate? I didn't complete. I guess I did complete it. Oh, yeah, inventory glitched. Okay. Greater reward bag gets us more tanks. I don't really need that many tanks now. Symbicort and oxycodone. Oxycodone. Holy shit. synthesized out of potassium chromate and fibronin, which is decomposed from cobwebs. You need 2 cobwebs decomposed, and then I need 2 potassium chromates, which is decomposed from yellow flowers. So you combine dandelions and spider webs and you get a pain medicine. Okay. Really did not mean to put those back in. Cat, stop, please. My mouse is kind of messing with me a little bit today. I just replaced my batteries and it seems to have done something weird with my mouse. So we'll decompose. Oh shit, that's not what I meant to do. Oh well, it still got me 2. Need 2 of each. 2 potassium chromate. 2 fibronin. Gets me an oxycodone. Oh, no. Claim the reward. Yellow heart canister, first one of those I've gotten. And that's going to get me another bar of hearts. Let's see what oxycodone does. I've never used it before. Health boost for 156. Let's see how many hearts I end up with. It got me at least 1 extra. Looks like it's just 1. Oh, nope, there we go. Symbicort. Symbicort is an inhaler meant for asthma and COPD when your chest feels like it's on fire and you can't breathe. Symbicort is pyrope and omphacite. So far I've gotten 4 extra hearts, 5 extra hearts from that it looks like. Okay, this, 6 extra hearts. Decomposes out of a chemical bucket of omphacite, that's useful. Calcium, aluminum, silicon, oxygen. That comes omphacite. Holy shit, how far is this going to boost my health? I've gotten 8 bonus hearts out of this so far. Ah, it resets. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just try and keep ourselves fed and see how many bonus hearts we get out of it. I suppose I could put a regeneration effect on. I gotta go get some stuff anyway. I've got a potion of regeneration. Let's see how many bonus hearts we actually get. Because we're currently going on 9, 10, 10 bonus hearts under the effects of that shit. Wow. We're going to want to take some of that when we fight bosses, for sure. Okay. Pyrope decomposes out of chemical bucket pyrope or red garnets. Red garnets doesn't really decompose out of the Lexapro. I'm sure it's going to want me to make some of that at some point. Alright, so we basically are going to have to decompose this completely by hand. So we're going to need some magnesium. We're going to need some sand. We're going to need some aluminum, so we're going to want some iron to break down into aluminum. And I think I have everything else I need. Silicon, oxygen, calcium. You would think you can get calcium out of bones. Chemical bucket of calcium. Okay, bones. Put through a decomposer. Gives you, oh yeah, that gives us calcium. So we'll want to take some bones. Back to the chem lab. 3rd floor, decomposing. Oh, I've already got aluminum in there. Cool. First floor, decomposing. Throw the bones in there. We'll let that split up. Throw that in there. Get ourselves a shit ton of calcium. That's probably enough. Throw the magnesium. You can't decompose magnesium out of magnesium. Okay. Skystone decomposes into a bunch of interesting stuff. Magnesium oxide decomposes out of obsidian. So we'll just decompose some obsidian instead. This is going to end up being an entire chemistry episode and absolutely no biosphere. I'm actually okay with that. Decompose the silicon dioxide. There we go. Decompose the obsidian. Decompose magnesium oxide to get magnesium. Alright, and we should have everything we need to make Symbicort. We need 2 pyrope. Pyrope is synthesized out of magnesium, aluminum, and silicate. So I need 1 silicon, 4 oxygen. And I need to do that 3 times. Then it is 3 magnesium, 2 aluminum, 3 silicate. 3 silicate, 2 aluminum, 3 magnesium. I need, let's see, I need 3 of those. Okay, I need 2 of those. Which means I need to make the silicate again. Three silicates, 2 aluminum, 3 magnesium, gets me another pyrope. Next step is the omphacite, which is synthesized calcium, aluminum, silicon, oxygen. 1126. Calcium, aluminum, silicon, oxygen. I need 3 of these. 3 omphacites, 2 pyrope is 1 Symbicort. 3 greater reward bags, a bunch of pyrotheum dust, a salt bedrockium drum. The fuck am I going to do with 65,000 buckets of salt? And a shitload of gears. This is a decent reward. That saves me a lot of making gears later. Let's see what Symbicort does. Fire resistance and water breathing. Okay, not terribly useful, but not too bad, I guess. Way too much noise. Way too much nauseum. Way too much nauseum? NS8. Nauseum. Chemical element 119. I need 8 of those. Chemical element 119. Alright, so that would be chemical element 60 plus chemical element 59. Which is still way too much work. What is the highest chemical element that I can get my hands on reliably? Platinum, 78. I could probably get my hands on that. I know I can get my hands on Einsteinium. Einsteinium would leave 20, which would be calcium. So if I can fuse Einsteinium and calcium, that'll give me what I need. And Einsteinium comes out of ender pearls. I'd have to decompose 8 ender pearls. Or 1 bucket of resonant ender, which is roughly the equivalent. Or they're rare out of all the extra utilities and bits shit. I'm just going to decompose the 8 ender pearls. Actually, do I already have some Einsteinium? I've got this radioactivity chest over here that, yeah, I've got Einsteinium already. So I need 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll go fuse the Einsteinium with some calcium. We'll just pull some calcium out of here. 8 of you. Up to the fusion chamber. And fuse. Fuse, fuse. Down. And 8 of you. Gives way too much nauseum. For an epic reward bag, 10-dimensional transceivers. Nice. 10 of those? Holy shit. I'm almost scared to find out what this does. Haste and resistance. When I said way too much nauseum, I thought it was going to be like a screamer or something. Alright. Condensed matter. With high amounts of energy, I can stabilize extremely heavy elements that have unknown properties. Condensed matter. Chemical element 125. So that would be fusing That would be fusing chemical element 119 with chemical element 6. Which is carbon. So if I come back over here and break down one of the way too much nosiums and get myself some carbon, we'll get 8 of that. We'll go up and we'll fuse that. We're now entering unknown territory because I've never done this kind of shit before. Gets me a chemical bucket and a reward bag. The chemical bucket is, oh, it's uranium. Okay. That got me 8 condensed matter. It also got me another reward bag, a good, an unstable ingot. Okay, this is a stable unstable ingot. What can I use you for? Could use you to make lapis-lazuli. That's awesome. So I guess if I run across a lapis block that I can't make, I can use you. Apparently you can't make a builder's wand. Yeah, the builder's wand requires a bunch of stupid stuff now. So we'll put you away for now. We're going to put all this other shit away too. Put the drugs away for right now. Okay, bioenhancements. With the high density of UUX matter, I can combine certain chemicals in a high energy state. Biomodifier. Biomodifier is synthesized out of 2 caffeine, 2 epinephrine, 2 erythro whatever, and 5 condensed matter. So we'll get our epinephrine back. We'll get our caffeine and our, what was the other one? Eryth. We'll get our caffeine back, and we'll go synthesize biomodifier. Yeah, this is going to be completely a Mind Chem episode. I was expecting to go back into Biosphere Hypercubed, but yeah. 2 caffeine, 2 epinephrine, 2 erythropoietin, or whatever the fuck it is, and 5 condensed matter. What's the order? Caffeine. So bad at this. Epinephrine. And erythro whatever. Gets you a biomodifier. Claim reward. That's our 10th red heart canister. Can be eaten to restore 30 hearts. That also got us a lapis. One of the lapis things for Lost in Space. Which I don't know if I already had that one. But if I didn't, I do now. Bioalchemy. With red matter, I can alter my chemistry in unknown ways. Bioalchemy. You use Z, which is red matter, and 5 biomodifiers. Okay, I'm not anywhere near ready to make that kind of crap yet. I wonder what that does to you. Holy shit. So I need to make more of those. And then I need to make some, yeah. We'll fuck with that some other time. For right now, we're just going to dump that shit off. Lattice sapling. The lattice sapling is copper 2 sulfate, cellulose, copper blocks, ferrous blocks. It shouldn't be too hard for me to make copper 2 sulfate. I just need some copper. Meanwhile, put this shit away. This ought to get me 32 copper. Okay, and sulfate is an ion of silicon and oxygen, which I've already got plenty of in here. 1 silicon, 4 oxygen. We'll go ahead and pull all of this shit out. Why wouldn't it let me shift click that stuff out? I wonder. Okay, copper 2 sulfate. 1 copper and 1 sulfate. Wait, sulfate ion. I made sulfate, didn't I? Wait, so no, I made silicate, not sulfate. I need sulfur. I'm an idiot. Sulfur decomposes out of sulfur, imagine that. Just get 1 piece of sulfur. Man, this mouse thing is messing with my head. Alright, let's try this again. Need some more oxygen. And I need to decompose my sulfur. Sulfur and 4 oxygen is a sulfate ion. And copper, when combined with a sulfate ion, gives you copper 2 sulfate. I also need cellulose, which I should have some in here. And I need a second copper 2 sulfate. There we go. Got 2 copper 2 sulfates, and we got some cellulose. We'll dump the rest of our chemicals in here. And my silicate. Back to observatory. We need 2 copper blocks. We need 2 ferrous blocks. We need some wood. Ferrous, copper, cellulose, copper 2 sulfate. Does it have to be oak wood? I mean, if it has to be oak wood, I can arrange that. I haven't bothered to make oak saplings yet, but it's not difficult. It's just a matter of figuring out which slot in the synthesizer to put the cellulose. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Shitload of oak saplings. Let's go grow one real quick to get a couple of oak wood. With the bone lumber axe, not the vulcanite one. Tear all these down. Replace them with oak. Been meaning to get some apples for a long time anyway. And fertilize. And chop. And back in here, remove those. Replace with that. Replace the position of the blocks. Copper, ferrous, copper 2 sulfate, cellulose. Why is this not working? Okay, cellulose, copper 2 sulfate, copper block, ferrous block, oak wood. Copper blocks are in the upper corners. Copper 2 sulfate, cellulose, oak wood. Out of curiosity, we're going to try this. I'm wondering if it doesn't have to be that specific type of copper block. And if this doesn't work, I'm just going to cheat the quest done and throw the stuff that I used to make the sapling off the edge. Has copper 2 sulfate, cellulose, oak wood, ferrous block 247-4, copper block 247, cellulose, copper 2 sulfate, C621-3, not 247. It's giving me the Tinker's Construct version and not the... This should not make a difference, but I've seen recipes before that did not work unless you use the proper crafting table. So this is not working. try it in here. Still not working. Copper 2 sulfate, cellulose, copper 2 sulfate, blocks of copper, blocks of ferrous, oak wood. There's no reason why this should not be working. And I don't know how this Forge lexicon works. Yeah, I don't know how the Forge lexicon works. Okay, here's how we're going to do this. If I'm doing something wrong, by all means, post in the comments and say, you're an idiot, you were supposed to do it this way, or, you know, it's supposed to be synthesized, or, you know, whatever. But I've tried everything I can think of, and it's not working. So what we're going to do is we're going to trash 2 copper blocks, trash 2 oak wood, trash 2 ferrous blocks, 2 copper 2 sulfate, 1 cellulose. We're going to give ourselves a lot of sapling. We're going to take this back out of cheat mode. We're going to go back into here. We're going to claim this stupid reward. Bunch of fucking dynamos that we'll never use. A bone crook. And we got our stupid lotta sapling. The next step is a nucus sapling. The nucus sapling is platinum, cellulose, and uranium ore, which is synthesized out of uranium. So obviously I'm not going to do that right now. There is one thing that I wanted to show on camera if I can. Ender fluid conduits take vibrant alloy infused quartz. Do I have any vibrant alloy? No, I don't. So I can't show it real quick. For right now, we're going to dump the salt bedrockium drum next to the blood bedrockium drum. And I'm going to call this episode here. Next episode, I think we're going to make our way back into Biosphere and see if we can actually clear at least the top layer of Biosphere, because I really want those Ender Pearl seeds, and I really don't want those witches. Although I will keep the spawners for future use. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I'll catch you later, peeps.